I'm Jen from Noise Complaint, and this is The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS.
Hello, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. We are live. Welcome, fellow Whovians, to the legend of the Traveling TARDIS. We've got another great show for you. Don't we always? Come on. You love us. That's why you're here, because we put on a great show. It's going to be a better show today, because it's not just us usual Team TARDIS here. We've got an amazing special guest. So we're going to introduce them in a couple of moments, but first let's take a look at the regular team. Yeah, just regular. Yeah, we're just gonna, that's such a look, Nick. You're just like, ugh. Yeah, we're just regular. Thanks, Dave.
I feel so regular right now.
Right?
You know, I could be having Christmas dinner at my university right now, but no, I rushed here to be with you guys because this is going to be lots of fun tonight. I'm not sure that was the correct decision. I know it is.
You should have brought your laptop to the Christmas dinner at the school and done the show from there while you eat.
There was a live band there playing the Charlie Brown theme, so I don't know if it would have worked out or not.
Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. But also from home, also not from a college or, eating, is the one and only Gadget.
Hi.
That was a segue as bad as Christian's.
Not as bad as no, it wasn't bad. Nah.
It wasn't that bad.
Nah, Stitch would have complained.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
I cannot wait for tonight's guests.
Yes, so excited.
Mm-hmm.
But I suppose we have to let him in.
Mm.
Pays the bills.
He does. He pays the bills, even if he can't do a segue.
Keeps the lights on.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Here it is. That's my Christmas getup. The Yahtzee and the Magic the Gathering.
That is so Christmassy.
Nobody cares. Here's what not to give me for Christmas. So I've already got it, so you don't need it. I don't need things like Funko Pops because once you start, you can't stop. And I've got
get him one of these. Go back a few weeks to the game episode, and you can
go over there and grab stuff off his shelf and bring it to my house.
All of the games, all of the Christmas games, all of the games. All right, Christian, why don't you do the honors and introduce our amazing, exciting special guests?
That's right. Well, everybody, if you're not familiar with them, we have our special guest, Noise Complaint. Let me go ahead and bring them on. And I just got to make aware that, unfortunately, the head of Noise Complaint, she had a last-minute thing, but she has graciously recorded a few things for us to explain what's going on. So she'll be on the show a little bit later in spirit. But we want to introduce our special guest from Noise Complaint. This is Alex. Alex, how you doing there?
Good, hanging in there, getting a little warm in the getup, but you know.
I wonder how some Baker felt, right?
A little warm in the getup out there. Please, everybody, welcome to Noise Complaint. I don't want to say your bare names.
You're good.
Amanda?
Andrea.
Andrea, I'm sorry.
All good.
She wants to be called Panda, and I can't help that. I'm sorry.
You said you were going to write it down, Christian.
I did. You know what writing it down means? I'll commit it to memory and forget it 10 seconds later. So, Alex and Andrea, thank you so much for coming out there. And if you're not familiar with Noise Complaint, well, let me go ahead and bring on Jen, who will graciously explain how Noise Complaint came to be and what it's all about.
Noise Complaint started out as something that I was consistently told I couldn't do, which was combine the art of tap dance with something as silly as fandoms. And I am the kind of person that just says, oh, are you telling me I can't do something? Watch me do it twice. So that's how Noise Complaint kind of started. I found people that could tap dance and loved fandoms as much as I did. And these fandoms range from science fiction to video games to anime to cartoons to pop culture, anything. Superheroes, you know? And all these people that loved tap dance and also loved fandoms were totally on board to dress as these characters and put on a full-on tap dance show. And we haven't looked back ever since. We kind of just gathered our stuff, went to a con, performed in the hallway, and that is how we were born as a company, because people stood around and liked it, and we were like, oh man, if people like this, then we've got to keep doing it. And that's really become the motivation behind why we still do what we do, and what brings us the motivation to create new content and to consistently tour and perform, is that we bring something that people love to them. We bring it to them in such a strange way, like whether they love their fandom and now they get to see it with tap dance and that's weird, or they love tap dance and now they get to see it being done by the Avengers and that's weird, you know? So it combines these two things that didn't quite go together and make them go together in a way that makes audiences really happy. We are going into our 12th year soon. I think we're in our 11th year now, I think. It's, you know, once the years start going, it's just really hard to keep track, but I'm pretty sure we're going into our 12th year as a company, and we have just nonstop been growing and reaching new goals and coming up with new material, and we have definitely evolved from a mishmash show of characters that didn't fit together to like a show that has a story from start to finish and takes the audience on a journey, a very, very loud percussive journey, but a journey at that. So, and I'm just really, really proud of what my team has been able to put together and keep going.
Awesome. That was the lovely Jen Verness. She is the founder, one of the, why am I, oh, there. I was like here, and one of the founders of Noise Complaint. And I got the honor of meeting her over at AwesomeCon. It's not the first time I've met Noise Complaint. I've seen them in other places, but I'm sorry, not Awesome Con, Ancient City Con. Sorry, Max. And I saw them perform, and I thought they were awesome. And I said, this is a really a great talent that I've just never seen before. And I was like, you're captivated by what they do out there. And it's very fun to combine geekdom and tap dance together. So I said, we got to bring him onto the show because we want to showcase this wonderful talent. We love showcasing the local talent that you've seen here. Phantasmagoria, Billy Floyd from the Kitchen Killers, and so many others have come up across our path. But tonight we present to you these guys. Noise Complaint.
Hello.
Gotcha. So Alex and Amanda.
Andrea.
God. You know what? It's Panda. It's Panda for the. It's Panda.
Boom. Problem solved. We'll just take Kim right out of the show. There we go.
Get him back up there. So Panda. Because I can remember that for some odd reason. And Alex, what led you to become part of the team? And I know, Alex, you're one of the co-founders of Noise Complaint. How did this all come out? How did Jen convince you to go, hey, tap dancing and geekdom, gotta do it?
Well, funny story. So Jen was my teacher in college, and we had gone to a couple of shows of Tap Dogs. So, one of the Tap Dogs at the time was her mentor, and brought up the subject of, just do your own thing. And I went off for the summer. I did an internship. I came back and she was like, pack your bags, we're going to Dragon Con.
Okay.
That's how that happened for me, and I haven't looked back since.
Gotcha. And you're one of the co-founders. So I mean, what led you? You have a
I was one of the original cast members. So it was Jen's crazy idea, and it was, I want to say, about like 5 of us that just really wanted to keep dancing. So she was like, hey, I like you guys. You like tap. Let's tap together. And we just kept doing it over the summer.
Alex, I mean, what was your personal passion for tap dancing? I mean, where did you come in? Before you even Noise Complaint to start, where does that come in?
I mean, just in general, growing up, I've always wanted to do tap specifically. I was a musical theater major, so that's how I kind of got pushed into it. But I've always loved the art style. I've never really been much of a dancer until I got to college, and then I just kind of learned.
Gotcha. And Panda, better known as Andrea, or whoever name you want to go with. Right?
Look, I know you're talking to me, like, I'm good. So I kind of joined Noise Complaint by answering a Tumblr ad, because that's totally, a place you want to answer ads. But yeah, so I was, I had just graduated college, and like a few years prior to joining Complaint. And I grew up dancing all styles, but tap was my favorite. And I just wanted to take a shot at dancing professionally, or just to keep dancing into my adult years, something just to keep me active and whatnot. And I saw the ad come through, and I was like, okay, this is local. Let me just give it a shot. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, whatever, I gave it a shot. I'll just take classes here and there and whatever. So I went and auditioned. For some reason they asked me to join, and I've been trying to quit ever since.
She kept me.
Much like this podcast here.
It's a running joke. I don't know what convinced Jen, but she made me assistant director, so that's kind of why I also can't quit. But no, I love being a part of this team. Like, we have so much fun together, and I'm grateful for having an opportunity to dance when I thought I couldn't.
Yeah, tips on how to keep friends. Bring them into your company and then keep them captive.
So the not being able to quit has nothing to do with your tap addiction.
No.
Well, when you put it that way.
She has walked out of shows before, and then we're like, is she coming back? Is she going to bow with us? We have no idea anymore.
What's your favorite style of tap?
Well,
No, you go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, basically what we do, rhythm tap, just keeping on a beat and not getting off of center as much as we can. I mean, performances are going to have their own little kinks to work out, but we have fun. But basically, yeah, rhythm tap, keeping the rhythm.
Okay.
I grew up classically trained, so more like the Fred Astaire, Gene Kelly style. But so joining Noise Complaint was a complete 180. But I love a little bit of both, and we do get to do a few classical pieces, and like those end up being like one of my favorites.
Interesting. Yeah, I grew up ballet and jazz tap, and then a knee injury took that away. But that was hard too, doing jazz tap. Imagine doing this. This is where dyslexia kicks in. Rhythmic tap is, I heard, the hardest also.
Was it hard for you?
It can be hard depending on the rhythm of the music too. Jen has some really difficult pieces where it's like, how do you keep that timing even?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it has its ups and downs for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So for the both of you, you decided to join Noise Complaint. First time you cosplayed on stage and performed, what was it feel? How did that feel? What did it, and what did you cosplay, and what was your performance?
I can definitely answer from the original perspective. So we had absolutely no storyline. We were told, just put a costume together and we'll make something work. So I was a Moogle, and the way that we made that work was they drew wings, cut them out, and we safety pinned them to a onesie that I had. And that was me as a Moogle. But luckily I had the onesie to be a Moogle anyway. Yeah. So that was me.
So, I think just before their 2-year anniversary, I think. And so shows were a little bit more streamlined and whatnot. And I think they were working on the Nintendo set, And so I think after I joined, it was like a month before the show. And so I learned like 1 or 2 dances, and I was Villager. So it was t-shirt, pair of pants that I somehow had in my closet. And I was just happy to be on stage dancing. I've worn a lot of different costumes, dance costumes, and whatnot. So this was just another one that I, got to play a character as well in it. So it's pretty cool.
Cool. Very, very cool. But no death metal songs?
Yeah, Sonic Gargoyle still asks no death metal tap songs. What's that about?
You can totally do that. You can totally tap to death
well,
metal.
I mean, if you wanted us to do it, we could find something. I mean, she's done Skillet and Corn before.
Yeah.
So it's doable.
Oh, totally doable. Challenge accepted, Sana. Sorry. But why don't we do we want to do one of your numbers now?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, if you guys want.
Yeah.
Great.
We're down to dance.
Cool. All right.
What is our first one?
So it is a Doctor Who Shake It Off parody.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. This is Noise Complaint. Alex and Panda doing Taylor Swift Doctor Who style, I guess, of her better term.
Basically, yes.
Take it away, guys. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, noise complaint. You.
Yep.
That was awesome, guys.
I like how the computer froze at that point too.
Sorry?
The computer
froze
just
for a
a
little
sec.
bit, so we got some good pics of you guys stopping every now and then.
Yeah.
Love
It's
that.
gorgeous down there.
Yeah, we were also kind of like looking at each other, smiling. We bumped hands at one point.
There you go.
You guys
Now-
are on point. Come on. I mean, all the stage presence was amazing. I loved how you used, speaking as a filmmaker, I like the composition where we could see what your feet were doing. But yeah, it was
I mean,
so
there's the
well
stars.
choreographed.
Yeah, this is the star of the show for sure.
Yeah.
Have you ever worked in a cosplay that was a bit challenging for your performance?
Oh gosh. Let me tell you about Kakashi.
Oh, you did not.
I did.
Now, just for
You're
people who
talking
may
to an otaku right here.
Let me tell you how it was basically a lined vest. So I was already hating it. A long sleeve shirt. And instead of having a mask, it was a t-shirt sleeve that was just cut off of a shirt. And I was wearing glasses at the time, so I couldn't see anything. One of my eyes was covered. And I was hot and sweaty the whole time. So yeah, that was the hardest one to deal with. Because when I did wear glasses, if I tried, they would just be fogged up the whole time.
Oh my god. Panda, any challenging cosplays that you had out there doing your
Nothing
dance?
as crazy as Alex's, but I was Juvia for our fairy tale set. And so I had the doll and everything, but I couldn't raise my arms.
Okay.
We have a situation if she raised her arms.
So like,
She's like
these
Randy.
things we were doing, I was like, here, I had the T-Rex arms.
She's like Randy from Christmas Story. I can't get my arms down.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Now, oh wait, is this? Let's see
This is a somebody gave me was Todoroki. So if he's into anime as well, this is one of the things. Like, have you guys done My Hero Academia yet or no?
We haven't done a My Hero show, but we do have a member who loves to cosplay Todoroki. So we definitely have.
Email me.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, so Henry, he's a local cosplayer, and he's also part of the troupe. So he dances with us regularly when he can.
Oh, damn. I would love to meet him. I would love to see you guys do a My Hero one because that show is really cool and stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely been on our list before. We just never found a way to incorporate it and have like our own kind of storyline. So that's been the struggle, I think.
Mm-hmm.
What else is on your list?
Well,
Who do you want to be?
Ooh.
What are
that's a good question.
dream shows?
Yeah, what shows do you want to do?
Well, we've already done the ones that I grew up on. So we've done a DBZ set before, which is where part of our dances comes from. Like, you will see one of the DBZ songs in a variation in every single set. But we also
I'm fanning, sorry. I'm fanning out with all like DBZ and all the other. My best friend was the voice of Frieza. So yeah, so I was like, yeah. So that's why I want to know like is this eventually going to be continuing with like the multiple genres of geekdom, or is it just always whatever comes to mind?
Well, it's generally whatever is needed for a show. Because if we need an anime set, then we have this storyline and this set to go with. If we need like a throwback set, we have that too. So we have a lot of years of dances to also go through.
Yeah, what we've kind of pivoted to, and you'll see a lot in our more recent sets, is we've kind of did more of a general idea rather than a specific one. Like when we were first starting out, we did like specific animes or shows and whatnot. And recently we've been doing like our throwback set or our where we had different characters from the like 90s, 2000s and what. We did the 90s cartoons, so we were all cartoons from the 90s. Our video game set are different video game characters. So we've kind of mashed it up a little bit and just kind of took some of your favorite characters and threw them all together, and somehow they interacted.
Yeah. And you heard Jen in the video. We've also done the Tap Vengers at some point. That was one of our longest running shows. So it's just whatever is needed and comes to mind.
Gotcha. We're about to go to a commercial break, but I got to ask this question. You know what? I will ask the question and I'll let you answer it after the commercial break.
Okay.
Craziest story that's happened during your tap dancing.
Ooh.
Something that has been crazy, but don't answer it because we are going to commercial break. If that's all right with you. If that's all right with you.
And does anybody in the comments have any questions for them too?
Yes.
Does anybody?
If you have any questions, please post them into the comments, and we will make sure that our friends over there at Noise Complaint get to them. When we return, please continue to stay logged on, tune in. We'll be right back. Stand by.
We are a touring acoustic duo crashing kitchens around the country. We go from house to house every Friday night and we create music, we create food, a good time, we stream it live and we do it for free. So now we're just really kind of like trying to develop it and build a community group that people believe in, then they'll help us. So we played from our rehearsal room, we played from the bathroom, thankfully that didn't catch on.
I probably played guitar in my room, not for anyone, in front of anyone, nobody heard, for probably about 10 years.
And then one Friday night, we played from the kitchen. It's the main place people want to be. It's where the food is, it's where the drink is, it's where the best lighting is. You can go to any party and I guarantee you, the kitchen is going to be popping.
Our ultimate goal, I think, would be to crash kitchens every Friday all around the world.
I'm author Mark Muncy.
And I'm author Erica Lance.
And this is Eerie Travels.
Greetings, travelers. Join us as we travel through folklore, myths, monsters, legends, and dark history.
Now, we'll be your guide to the spooky side of reality as we discuss cryptids, paranormal, and all things preternatural.
Sometimes we find the truth is way scarier than fiction.
We're on twice a week on your favorite podcast platforms, including iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, and YouTube.
We have amazing guests from all of the areas of the strange and unusual, including witnesses, investigators, and more.
Now, with Erica's curiosity and ridiculous array of pop culture and true crime knowledge.
And Mark's decades of experience diving into folklore and the legends with the truth that's behind them.
Yeah, so join us, travelers, as we take you to the edge of reality, and we'll see you on the other side.
Are you a movie nerd? Do you collect VHS, DVDs, CDs, records, and so much more? Are you looking for clothing from 1940s to 2000s? Do you need cosplay or themed outfits? Come to Ducky's Vintage. We have it all for all budgets, located at the Oviedo Mall right off of the 417. Ducky's Vintage for those born in the wrong decade.
This is Sophie Aldred with The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS.
There you go, Dave.
So I was on mute. I was on mute the whole time. From the time they finished dancing until we went to commercial, I was on mute.
Good.
What?
I muted myself during the dance. It was, and then just didn't unmute myself. So my point of or my joke that Nick being on point is a totally different style of dance than tap. Just was on mute. Then I had to make well past the fact that really is funny.
Dave, you made so much sense until you took yourself off mute.
Oh.
Ow! Damn.
Nick has a bite. He does have some New York in him, then. Yep.
Oh yeah. Sleeping in.
Speaking of New York, welcome back to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS.
You're not allowed to come up north and visit me when I'm over there next time.
I visited you one time. I think it's your turn to come down here.
We have special guest noise complaint out here, the tap dancing geekdom group that is just phenomenally awesome. You got to see them live out there. We let you know that the Traveling TARDIS has moved about, and I took a picture at the Jungle Cruise. And I lost that damn reef. In my travels, I lost the reef. So also we get to this might be the last voyage, but we get to say goodbye to the riverboat. If anybody is
heard about
Walt
that,
Disney World, they're going to take out the rivers of America. That includes the keelboat, the riverboat, which it breaks my heart. But hey, fellow Whovians, you'll be surprised where you can find them out there, including Disney cast members. So also this weekend, the 21st, at the Oviedo Mall, join us where we're having the convention that includes Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, and of course Doctor Who. Come out and geek with us. We're going to be having all week for this Saturday. Is it the 21st? Yeah, Saturday the 21st. We're going to be having a special. Dave, I'm going to have you take over for this one. You can explain to everybody again. I just want to make sure I get it right.
For sure. So Zainab's Coffee House, who I streamed from a few weeks ago, is selling samosas and for a goal of $4,000 towards United Way Central Alberta. It is as we'll talk about a little bit later as well, it is a hard season. And doing this is a good way to get something tasty in your belly and also support a good cause. So if you are in Central Alberta, please get a hold of Zainab's Coffee House, pick up some samosas. I kid you not, they're some of the best samosas I have ever had.
I wish they could deliver them.
She can deliver them. I don't know how far they'll send them, especially because Canada Post has been on strike, so that just adds an extra layer of annoyance. But definitely get in touch and see what you can do.
Gotcha. And also, don't forget our friends over at Phantasmagoria. The Hunter Special. If you haven't caught their show yet, you definitely got until the end of this year in the Sanford location on the 19th at the Dr. Phillips, I think this Performing Arts Center, on the 20th and the 21st, and their final show wrapping up for the Christmas show in DeLand for the 22nd. Get your tickets now, and if you have any questions or just want to know who Phantasmagoria is, go to phantasmagoriaorlando.com. These guys are incredibly awesome. If you have not seen their Christmas show, you're in for a treat. You definitely want to treat yourself.
It's so
and
cool.
it is awesome out there. Nick, have you seen their performance yet?
Not live, no.
No,
not yet.
They've done their performances online. They still have videos, but they've been focusing more, especially after the storms that we had. For the two storms that came up and just took on Florida, they had to postpone their shows, but we were lucky enough to have them on our show, and they did an excellent job. Also, we want to shout outs for some birthdays. Garrett Wong had his birthday on the 16th. Now, I got to let people know that everybody's going to look like, why is Garrett? Was he in Doctor Who? Something? No. With the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, it's about who's made contact with the TARDIS. It doesn't matter what geekdom they're in. So, happy birthday to Garrett Wong. As you can see, he's got TARDIS head. Garrett is I love him so much. He has TARDIS on the. Never mind. I'm not going to say anymore. It's just going to get worse out there. The lovely Jayat Amgi, who was on the American Horror Story. A great story about this picture is that I met her over at Spooky Empire, and she had a handler out there, and I said, "Can she hold the TARDIS?" And I gave it to the handler. She said, "No, this is too heavy for her. So there's no way she's going to pick this up." And she goes, "You know what? We'll just stage it so that it stands right next to her." He puts the TARDIS right down next to her. Just a split second, she grabs and picks it up and insists that she gets a picture with the TARDIS just like that. So she was, if you're talking about one of the sweetest people you'll ever meet in the convention area, she's one of them. If she is a treat. She's just wonderful all around. I mean, you got to see her. You got to spend time with her. You'll fall in love with her. And speaking of falling in love, finally we have Ernie Hudson of Ghostbusters. And anybody recognize he does have a Doctor Who connection, which everybody forgets. But he was in Torchwood Miracle Day for about 5 seconds with John Barrowman, with 100 other Star Trek people. So happy birthday to Ernie Hudson. And thank you so much. He turned 78. There's no way this man is 78 years old.
Wow.
Nah.
Not possible.
Seen him at New York Comic Con. He is not.
He's not. No. He's. I like 50. That's the age I give him. I mean, no way he's climbing up in the mid 80s. So there's no way he's up there. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Traveling TARDIS with our friend's Noise Complaint. If you have any questions, please go ahead and put them in the comments. And we have one for you guys. Let me go ahead. Mark Robinson asks, how can you do Pac-Man and tap and even work? I don't know.
I'm not sure how to answer that.
I'm not either.
I mean, do you mean play Pac-Man? Because we haven't quite figured that one, but we did have a Pac-Man at one of our performing with us, like
we had
cosplay.
A Pac-Man shirt, and then this is representative of Pac-Man.
Mark, if you can clarify that question just a little bit, we'll bring it back up out there. Let me see what other questions we got. Sorry, I'm just catching up out there. Nick says boom. And Bobette says holidays, everyone. Mark continues. Nick firing the British shot at Canadian dude. Okay, dang. Wow. That Canadian dude.
I'm coming down there. I'm warning you.
He comes down there. I got to figure out how to get to go see him.
Yes.
We're in trouble.
Is that your rehearsal space that you're in right now?
Yes.
Is that where you rehearse?
Yep. So it's the studio that Jen also owns, and we kind of have the privilege of being able to tap here and rehearse.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
We did have a question from Jim. Jim was asking, basically how many people are in your troupe?
Oh, okay. There we go.
Saying, is it just two of you? Are there other dancers that accompany you?
Oh yeah, definitely not just two of us. There's currently 9 dancers. So there are a bunch of us. We're missing a lot because other commitments, jobs. So a lot of things are moved around, but we can be here. So we're glad to give you at least a little taste of what Noise Complaint is.
With that many people, you got 4 Pac-Man ghosts. Pac-Man, maybe a chair.
I knew he was going to go there.
You got this.
Well, if we do that, then we're going to have the blue ones too. So
yeah.
that's
just 8. So you got 8 ghosts. You got blip, blip, and Pac-Man. That's still within your guys'.
And every time he chomps, that's the tap noise, right? Every time he goes chomp, 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 is the tap, 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 right?
We can definitely do that. We can make it part of the actual
We'll
set.
let Jen know.
Yeah.
Let Jen know. She can put together like the dances and stuff, because she choreographs most of our pieces. So it a lot of our sets kind of come from like what songs she has and like what storyline, like how we could fit those into a storyline. So yeah.
I just want to see you take power pellets and beat the hell out of each other while you're tapping.
Honestly, I don't know. it's a great but also not great idea because
well, we have
yeah.
we have done sets where we've thrown props at each other and then tried not to, fall on our faces. So
fully cosplaying Pac-Man trying to tap dance. Mark wants you to tap dance Pac-Man. I guess that's his video.
That's tap dancing Pac-Man. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, I have done a T-Rex costume before, so the inflatable T-Rex. That was interesting, to say the least.
And you have the T-Rex arms.
I had the T-Rex arms, and I was like pushing it away from my face. I was like,
maybe she had a tap dancing TARDIS.
I mean, we could. We actually have had a tap dancing Xbox before.
Oh, we did.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, that was a thing. So it's definitely possible with accessories and making like the box. You just have to not use your arms at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are you guys going to be at MegaCon or Pensacon or any of those?
We have done them, but our schedule recently has been conflicting, so we don't know when we can be back. I'm pretty sure that we're generally booked up in the springtime, so it really depends on what Jen says yes to and whether or not we have the time to even go.
Well, now I'm sad because I'm coming down for those and I won't get to see you guys perform.
Well, potentially. It's just one of those, like, we don't know if we've been invited yet, and Jen does all of that planning.
Yeah. No. Totally fair.
Oh, I know how that feels. Jesus. Nick, did you have
that, we wanted to go back into the craziest story question?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So you can go first. Yours is fun.
Dave, hang on one second. I'm just having a tech issue. Dave, how do I hit which button makes them bigger? Makes them full screen?
I'll work on that.
Okay.
You mean fuller screen than this?
Yeah, so we can make it bigger so people can see them better on screen.
That'll sort of work.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, I can't see them tap dance.
No, we don't have to.
The answer part is good. The answer part.
No, mine when they're tap dancing. How do I make it the full screen?
I'll figure it out. Answer this. I'll
Okay.
But this works out good. You see everything. I love this part.
It's good.
Okay, crazy story.
I'm down here.
Crazy story. Okay,
yes.
So we were at a convention and we were asked to perform at a late night variety show. So, more than happy to do that. We go backstage and the hosts are imbibing in some adult beverages. And one of the hosts was like walking around, trips and spills his drink all over the stage. All over the stage. So there's ice and, it's starting to melt and there's water and everything like that. And we're up next. In shoes. And so he tries to clean by scooting on the stage. So instead of like mopping up the ice and the water, he just ends up spreading it around the stage. And it was like center stage. So we're just like, okay. So we go on stage and we're just looking at each other and being like, well, if this is it, this is it.
Nice knowing you.
And so we do our dance, and I think we, like the three of us, Jen, myself, and Alex, were the ones performing. And I think we almost ate it
on the toe stand
twice during the dance beat.
You slid or were you stuck? That's what I want to know, because I know sometimes drinks are sticky.
No,
it was very
slippery.
It was mostly ice at that point. So it was mostly ice and water. And so I think, if I remember correctly, I actually stepped on an ice cube on my tap. Metal on ice. Yeah. So that it was scary, but it was now looking back on it, it's one of the most fun and just unpredictable moments in noise.
That says your balance is good. Your balance, you can balance.
Well, we have to stay up on our toes most of the time, so it helps.
Yeah.
But no, for me, I would say we were doing our Sailor Moon set, and I was the narrator as Tuxedo Mask. And 2 songs in, I'm like, Jen, I have to pee. And I was like, figure it out. You know the story. It's okay. So I run. I miss at least 2 dances, one of which I'm in. But I had to go down the hallway to use the bathroom and then come back. So that was definitely an interesting.
You're fighting evil.
Yeah.
You hope someone fights evil.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could have been worse. The mic could have stayed on.
It smells like a Centaur in here. What happened? Good grief.
Yeah, so that's our crazy stories for now.
For now.
There's definitely gonna be more.
Alex, I know you're a Whovian. Panda, I think you're a Whovian. That's right. That's what.
I've definitely watched. I want to say the most out of the group.
Gotcha.
Maybe.
Well, in that case, who's your doctor?
That's really tough because I started on 9, but I went back and I rewatched all of the classic episodes that are available. So I kind of just like dabbled in everyone. Definitely Tom Baker was one of my favorites. And I will say David Tennant was great when he started, and I really enjoyed like his energy as the Doctor.
Gotcha. Panda, how familiar are you of Whovian? How scale of 1 to 10, where are you in the Who? And how do we get you in if you're not?
10 is what?
10 is like highest.
Okay, I didn't know where we were. I'm like -5.
She knows the characters.
I know of. I mean, I know of it. I've been introduced and stuff. I haven't had the opportunity to like really sit down and just absorb and enjoy it. Just very busy with everything, with all personal stuff and whatnot. Just don't have a lot of time to, oh my gosh, words are hard.
You're talking to preaching to the choir here. Yeah. Words are hard.
But just absorb and like take in like new shows and stuff like that. So I've wanted to get into it. I just haven't had the opportunity to.
So Christmas Day is the next time, is the Christmas special. We're gonna do a live watch party here in the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. So come with us. You can be in the comments chatting with us and watch it on your Disney Plus.
Okay, perfect.
We're invited.
Yeah.
All right.
I was going to say Alex and I are going to we're going to tie up Panda in a chair. We're going to Clockwork Orange her. We're going to do a marathon.
No, BBC America has the better yet, BBC America is promoting the marathon. I think Christmas Day and everything and stuff. So we can get her with that.
Okay.
Yeah, BBC America. Mm-hmm.
They're bringing it back for that? That's
cool.
Bringing
it back Christmas Day.
Sweet.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm going to love that.
And we're going to make you a Whovian by the end of this show.
Whether you want to be or not.
Whether you want to. Exactly.
Reluctantly, you're going to love it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, let's go ahead and get into your dance. But let me ask this question real fast before you get into the dance. What is your favorite and most comfortable cosplay that you've ever performed in? You said, my God, this is really cool. This is like your signature cosplay.
Well, I would say any cat that I've had to play has been the easiest cosplay ever because it's usually just a t-shirt with an overshirt and then the cat ears. And everything else can just kind of fall into place. But I've been happy. I've been Kate Sith. I've also been a Moogle, so I don't know, like, animals are easy enough and they're not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Panda, what's your favorite?
I mean, even though she was an issue, I love Juvia. I love my Juvia costume. And she was just a fun character to play. Other than that, I premiered when we premiered our throwback set just like a few months ago. I was Azula, so that's like my new favorite costume.
Okay, cool beans. Alrighty. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have more of Noise Complaint performing right now. And let's do this. Cool. You're in for a treat. And if you have any questions, please continue to put them into the chats. It's a special night. Little Christmas present for you guys from our friends at Noise Complaint.
I know.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. Beautiful sight, we're happy tonight. Walking in the moonlight. And go on away, kiss the bluebirds. And he stays in your bird. He sings a love song, as we know what all we're walking in wonderland. Now we can hear a snowman, and pretend that he's passing round. He'll say hi and he will say no, man, but you can do the job no time. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire. The face are afraid of the plans that we made. We're walking in the we'll face our afraid of the plans that we made. We're walking in a wonderland.
Woo! Yeah.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Noise Complaint. Guys, where
questioning and then
what's
yeah,
up
go ahead,
you
do the other one, and then we can come back.
Yeah.
And questioning. Yes.
And questioning.
back to more questions. You're right. You're right. I'm right. Oh my gosh.
Yay!
Oh, okay, hey.
All right.
Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Noise Complaint. And check them
And
out.
I think we have a what's this?
What is this? What is this?
What's this?
Yep.
Oh no!
I didn't know you could do that. I did not know. I just put this on. That is so cool. That is so cool.
Gotcha. Don't forget to check out Noise Complaint. You can go to noisecomplaintlive.com. They've got a Facebook page. Where can people find you guys? You got the Facebook? Do you have the Instagram, TikTok?
Facebook, Instagram, website, YouTube, MySpace if you're in there. No, not really.
Oh, God.
Maybe.
All under Noise Complaint Live.
Yeah.
All under Noise Complaint Live. Yeah, check them out. Where are you guys going to be performing next?
The next one is
Animate Raleigh.
Yeah.
In the new year.
Yeah, so beginning of the year, first thing we go.
Yeah.
We need voice actors. Tell me no gadget.
Will do.
Will do.
Yes, take Gadget with you. It's okay. Take Gadget with you anywhere you want.
Like, if you want to be our tech person for the show, maybe we can.
Oh.
Interesting. Yep. As soon as we can deal with the things I have here, but that sounds interesting. Yep.
So you got to train your replacement and then be your replacement and then, yeah.
One of those.
Where's the danger? Last time I saw y'all do those dances, it was on a wet stage in the rain. Jeez.
Yeah, that was.
You guys know sauna?
Yeah. Yeah, that was Friday. We were performing up in Amelia Island at the event Dickinson Center, and it was an outdoor show, and it started to rain. So similar to the ice story, the stage got pretty wet. So the first dance that we did, like just a few minutes ago, Winter Wonderland, that part where we circled, I slipped twice on that stage. Almost ate it. And then you said you slipped sometime during that dance as well.
During that dance, during the very first dance, like I honestly, anytime that we had a turn, I was slipping and I was just like, please don't die.
Yeah. And then the what's this dance? I think we did that one, and the turn that we did, we didn't talk about it, but I think all three of us, Jen included, we all kind of glanced at each other and we're like, single turn. And we're like, uh-huh.
Yep.
And so we just did a single turn because we were so afraid to like wipe out.
Yeah, too much power and you're just gonna.
Oh, there we go. You guys performing on stage as Star Trek.
Yep.
How many red shirts?
How many of you survived the ice?
The funny thing is, I'm a red shirt now, so I get to buy.
Well, I'm glad we got you on the show before.
Before all the went down. We just had like people drinking and dropping ice on you, and we'll call it Noise Complaint on Ice. So
it checks out for us.
I wonder how these two would pair if we did a standoff with now I can't even say the group that we just promoted.
Phantasmagoria. Yeah.
Thank you. These two together, like have them go against each other.
Yeah.
Tap versus.
I mean,
they get a power pelt and start throwing at each other.
Yeah, we've done collabs with other groups before. We had an acapella group that we were great friends with. That we did a video together as well. So it really depends on who's available and what we can do with them.
Gotcha. And we do have a question from the audience. Mark says, what is your favorite geek theme music to tap to? Imperial March, Doctor Who theme, Final Fantasy.
Well, funny thing, we've literally done all of them.
Which is your favorite?
It's hard to pick.
Well, what's your favorite?
We've done the Star Wars within Avengers because it was like a Disney theme. So we were like, yeah, Star Wars is Disney now. We've done Doctor Who a few times because we were also part of the what was that? Who Fest? Time Lord Fest.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then Final Fantasy VII was actually one of our first like organized sets. So we do have the Final Fantasy VII music that was part of that set as well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So if you guys, is there a venue that you like to perform at the most, or a venue that you haven't performed at but would like to perform at?
Well, I think I can speak for most of the company and say that we have some very challenging stages, but we really do appreciate those, sturdy stages that we get in theaters.
Yeah.
We don't feel like we're going to fall through the floor, but honestly, we take what we can get because we're bringing the art form to an audience that doesn't normally get to see it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to see you guys off Broadway or Broadway here.
Oh yeah,
that would
be amazing.
That's the dream eventually, just like tour with the whole company and just have a show.
So as long as it's not assembled in a school gym or something like that, where it could potentially just like, yeah, I get you.
If you want to book us for a school gym, don't count us out.
We'll make it work.
Yeah, we will definitely make anything work.
But any place we can put floors down, we'll perform. We've only ever had to cancel one show, and that was an outdoor show where it had rained. And the wood was made of it was like cedar or something, so it was like really absorbent.
Absorbed it, yeah.
Yeah.
And so we were just like, it's not safe for us, and we're gonna destroy your stage if we perform. So we'll do a Q&A, we'll do something, but unfortunately, just for our safety and for your stage, we will have to not do our show.
No, I totally get it. When I was in high school, I did Diary of Anne Frank. I was Mr. Dussel, and they had just replaced a step in the stairwell that I had to go up there, but it wasn't secure. So as soon as I get on the step, I literally kick my legs up in the air. I'm like tripping and falling, and I managed to kick the ironing board and the iron into the air, and I'm just like. And I just get back up like nothing happened. Just like, oh, I'll just have to pick that up.
The best actors do that.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, man.
You might have to use your lines out.
Yeah. So I appreciate, I said the same thing when I'm performing, even when we're doing panels and sitting down, I appreciate if the stage would not move more rapidly than I am when I'm getting on stage. Yeah, I totally get that.
Now, do you have a favorite convention? Is there a convention that you really enjoyed? The one you enjoyed the most?
Well, that's a tough question to answer because we do love all of the conventions that we do for different reasons. I definitely appreciate more of the smaller conventions because it's got that family feel, very coming home. The larger conventions, you kind of get a bit lost in the crowd.
But we have amazing people. We've met amazing people, amazing fans that have come out every single year. We perform at those shows, and so we love doing that and seeing them. And so again, every con is different for all of us, and every person has a different favorite as well. So
and we have friends all over because of it. So each one that we get to do is a gift on its own.
Awesome. Well. Dave, does anybody have any other questions? Because I think we're coming to the end of our show out here.
I think we are. We've gone through most of the things we want to know.
Well,
my mind is for the next hour.
My mind is boggling because you're telling us you have storylines to go with these dances. So
that's
what kind of stories are you talking about here?
Well, we can go with the older ones. We can do FNAF. That's our newest one. So basically, we have a Five Nights at Freddy's / Star Trek combo. Lower Decks specifically. So I'm basically like the Boimler character, super Starfleet. We have Sean, who is I'm lovingly known as Idiot Number 1, and he's Idiot Number 2.
Okay.
Yes, we are both red shirts. We're both going to die at some point. But so we have 2 Lower Decks crew members, and then we have the 4 monsters. And whoever else is there, we try to figure out what character they can be. So we usually have a marionette or a balloon boy as well. It depends on who's available. But that's generally we beam down to the planet. We try to do a food run mission, and we kind of get stuck at Freddy Fazbear's because, you know, drama.
Are there any other mashup ideas that you guys would like to do to tap dance to?
I think one of my favorite ones we did in the past was the Super Who Trek and the Goblet of Chimichangas.
Yeah, we have done that.
What?
I heard chimichanga, so I hear Deadpool.
Say that drunk 5 times.
Super Who Trek and the Goblet of Chimichangas. So this was for Time Lord Fest, I believe it was. Yeah. And we were trying to figure out what to do. And I think that was around the time that Super Hulock was a big thing, like that. Yes. Combination of fandom and whatnot. And so we were just kind of trying to figure out how to put together a set and whatnot. And so we had Supernatural fans in our group, Doctor Who, Star Trek, Harry Potter, and then we're like Deadpool's and everything. So we just threw Deadpool in there. I mean, so
yep.
He is a Hufflepuff. So.
so that's one of my favorite mashups that we've done, and
Dobby's dance with Deadpool.
Somehow it worked.
Yeah, I mean, also our throwback set is really just a mashup. We've done one where it's kind of go through the decades. So basically, it's whatever inspires Jen to create. We kind of just go along with it and have fun.
Yeah. Speaking of Jen, your funniest Jen story. Let me just throw it Let's just pick up the best. So I got something to tell her.
She's not listening right now.
Okay. So
just put a spoon for her when she's like, delete this part when you show her.
Spoilers.
So we were doing our Kingdom Hearts set. And
sorry, I just remembered it.
So the whole point of Noise Complaint is to break Jen's character on stage every single time, no matter what. Doesn't matter how serious the story is. So we were doing our Kingdom Hearts set, which is basically Alice lost all of her memories and she's trying to find Sora because he's supposed to save the game. So I'm Donald, and she doesn't know who Sora is. And we had a script written out. It just said, Alex explains who Sora is, because she didn't want to type it out. So one rehearsal before the show, she's not there, and we decided, I'm just going to say it as it says in the script. Alex explains who Sora is.
That's how this show works, actually.
If that doesn't give you an insight as to like the comedy that Noise Complaint is, I don't know what does. But it's the debut of the Kingdom Hearts set. We have a packed room at MegaCon, and I'm literally standing there. Her family's in the audience, and I say, Alex explains.
I think I know this one.
And Jen just turns around, just like crouches and laughs, and the audience loses it, and so do we, because
my friends right now, and I know this one. Oh my god, you guys were good. I know this one. Oh my god.
But yeah, so that's my favorite breaking Jen story.
Yeah.
Any other breakings of her?
I'm sorry.
Did you break her at other times, or just that one good time?
Keep throwing that bus. I need some stories to hit with Jen.
I mean, I can't really think. The only thing is like Jen and I do a duet, during the show, and half of the time we don't know where we stand, so we're looking at each other as we're starting. We're like, here, and we were like, okay, this is where we're standing, and halfway through the dance we look at each other and we're like, nope, that's wrong. That's wrong.
I think we've all experienced that with Jen, though, because she's like, if I'm standing in the wrong spot, just push me, and we're like, Jen. But yeah, that's typically how we.
But I think one of the things that Jen has told us that breaks her a lot is there are a few dances where there's like background antics happening, but Jen never sees it because she's the one dancing in front. She's tap dancing while everybody else is doing stuff. And there are times where she ends up turning around and sees it, and like she just breaks, or when we're when we're rehearsing and we're looking in the mirror and she finally sees what's happening, like we'll finish the dance, she comes around, she's like, that's what you guys are doing?
Yep, that's the old I Love Lucy skit where they're on and then they're walking back with the tree plant and everything. Yeah, I love those. That's what I will go watch something like that.
Yeah. So we put a couple of those in our sets. It's just fun, and like a lot of things we do, and I think that started from a rehearsal thing. So a lot of the antics that you see in the show just started in rehearsal, and Jen's just like, yeah, do that. We're gonna do that in the show now. And sometimes we're like,
yeah.
Oh, okay, I guess.
No, the first time that we ever did it, she was like, oh, you thought I was kidding, right? You're going to do that on stage now. Yeah, so we get up to some fun.
Love it.
Just remember, kids, noise complaint on ice.
And guys, request them for Broadway.
Really
for Broadway to bring the kids, students, everything, because this is fun.
With a real stage.
Yes, real stage. Again, Noise Complaint Live. You can check them out. If people want to follow you or find you, or I mean online, not at your house. Where could people find you online?
So all over the place at Noise Complaint Live. We're YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, the World Wide Web. Everywhere that you can think to surf.
Gotcha. Dave, did you say you had an advent calendar opening?
Yes, I want to do a quick advent calendar opening.
Okay.
Please,
if you guys want to stay, Dave's just going to do a
These
quick.
are cool.
These are cool. Yes.
It's a lot of fun. I'm just going to pop everything else.
Oh, that was great. What did you do to them?
You shrunk them.
Unbelievable.
There we go.
I don't know. Where did they go? There they are.
I got this other one. Oh, wait. I still need to actually swap myself into that spot, don't I?
Dave, you cut Noise Complaint in half. What's the deal?
Not working. Darn it. 9. There we go.
There we go.
Hey.
Got it. All right. So yes, I have been doing these advent calendars. I'm gonna turn that mic off too. There we go. There we go. Okay. Can you hear me now?
No,
you hear you double.
You hear me double.
You turn the yeah. There you go.
Now?
That's
just one?
Just one.
Just one.
Excellent. All right. So
I could have made this whole thing up.
what I've been doing for the last month is opening this dice advent calendar. So just before we went live today, I hijacked the channel a little bit and opened this 12-sided polar bear die. And so we've got Adventure Calendar number 10, Winter Wonderland, day 18.
Ooh.
So day 18 is right down here. And we're going to pop that open. We're going to pop that open. We're going to pop that open. There we go.
I bet it's real crunchy.
And then we pop that out, and we've got a D8 with a little Christmas star on it.
Aw.
I need it now.
And so there's 3 sets in here. There's the Christmas star ones, there's the polar bear ones, and there's an Arctic fox one. And what
I
love
want
about
to see
these
the
is
polar
you
bear again.
actually
That
can
was cool.
display them because it pops down here, and you got this nice little Winter Wonderland on here. So if you have one of these at home, you can just toss it in there, leave the dice on there, get 3 full sets of dice in one of these. The one I did at Halloween had 4 sets of dice plus specialty dice, so that was extra cool. Wow. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take myself out of this.
Oh, that's better.
I
you can be the host again.
I need to do it that way because I'm going to rip all of this stuff later, and they'll re-air it next year as shorts.
Oh.
But yeah,
Cooper's ready.
Right?
I was saying, Cooper's ready, and you can just show 3rd time's the charm for getting that advent calendar open.
But it's a lot of fun. They do great stuff. I did a Halloween one. I've got another one back here that I was going to do some pre-recorded stuff rather than these live ones. but it's a Christmas Carol themed one. And next year I may be working on a Christmas Carol production. So I'm like, I'll wait till next year. And then I'll still pre-record it because these live versions are not getting the engagement that the pre-recorded ones I did were getting. So, but yeah, they're absolutely fabulous. Black Oak Workshop.
Nice.
And I can show you this is actually a little dice container. That is completely full. But there's what your little Arctic fox looks like.
Aw.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see the polar bear again. He's so cute.
Put it next to the Coca-Cola bottle.
The first one that I got
placement on this show
was one of the D10s. And so here's your top of the D10, right? And here's your numbers on it. And I turn it, I see this.
Oh.
What is that, a beanie? What, I'm confused as to what this is. It's totally the face. And it was somebody in my Christmas cast that went, oh, that's a face, and flipped it over. I'm like, oh, yeah, it is. We're all vaguely vertical-ish.
It's like the Starship Enterprise is getting shot at by Klingons.
It does look, wait. Does it?
Slightly.
I mean, I could sort of see that.
Oh,
shooting.
Red alert,
Okay.
red alert.
Yeah.
Polar bears are going to eat us.
that tells you how brains work.
Exactly. Yeah, they're absolutely
Unseen,
adorable.
it can be unseen.
The Christmas Star one.
Oh.
So yeah, I've got almost the whole month done. Whee! And several of those just went flying under the table.
Good job.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Mark make a suggestion for our friends over at Noise Complaint. Here's a random combo crossover: Kingdom Hearts and COD.
Call of Duty.
Oh God,
yeah.
Well, we do have our video game set that kind of mashes everything together. Not Kingdom Hearts and Call of Duty, but we have Halo, we have side scrollers because we have our actual Nintendo dance in there. So we do have a good mix of that too.
Is that it?
Yep, that's our video game set. Yep.
Nice.
I'm a Mario.
Does the Sonic person have to go double time to everyone else?
Actually,
Gotta go fast.
We did have a Sonic set where one of the dancers was Sonic, but the catchphrase was just "Gotta go fast," and that's it. Everyone stayed on the same time.
Gotta go.
Smells like Jim Carrey.
It's got to be just exactly double time the rhythm.
That would be a little difficult with some of our dances. Just gonna throw that out there.
You can do it. I have faith in you, Alex.
Oh, thank you. At least someone does, because I definitely do.
Oh, that's fine. Just leave Andrea out. That's great. Just leave the panda out. I have faith in you.
If that gives me an opportunity to quit, I will take it.
Oh my!
That's why I wouldn't do that. No excuses for that. No.
No. You can have an excuse, but you can't quit.
You can
It's
be
like
Princess
it's like Hotel California. You can't leave.
Yeah,
you can check out though.
Hey, guys, I started this show as like the opposition, and now I'm a host. So yeah, you can't. Sometimes you just can't get away.
Can't go.
Like some state jobs. Like some state jobs.
Hey, jobs are good. But yes.
Speaking of competition, let me go ahead and present this. This is in real time. So for all of you who have subscribed, like, shared, comment, this is incredibly good because I think we may hit our goal. We're really close. So
I really want to see if we get that goal.
As of this moment, 44,488, which is really an odd number for something even. So
even and all divisible by 4. So the triple fours are watching us.
There you go. We got quadruple 4. So you know what? I am very thankful for all
who
just took the moment, who took faith in us for a brief moment and just said, hey, you know what? I'm going to hit the subscribe button and watch this show. So, and we want to thank everybody like Noise Complaint, Phantasmagoria, Billy Floyd from Kitchen Killers, and everybody who's been on the show who's supported us and got this number, and it just continues to grow and grow and grow. But we're hoping by next week you will put us at the 4,500 marker, at the 45,000 marker, I should say. Sorry, I never even thought the day I would like
45.
I mean, guys, I've been here for days. It's just like if I get 45. Yeah, if I get 45 people watching, I was happy. So now to get to this number, it's just incredible. And thank you for supporting us. That means you'll be seeing us more at conventions. You'll be seeing us more around the time. I know we can at least safely say now we are going to be at MegaCon at the beginning of February. That has been confirmed. And we will be with the Dalek Builders of Florida. We will be together and we'll be hosting 2 panels. One is about companions, and the other one we're going to be doing a fun cosplay where we're just going to talk a little about cosplay, and at the very end we're going to be taking pictures of each other. The Dalek builders should be there, so you get your pictures with the Daleks of Florida, and we're really excited to see next year. And have you guys seen who's going to be at MegaCon? Doctor Who wise, Matt Smith.
Wait, hold him down first. Hold Alex down first.
Okay, hold Alex down. What is it? Or if somebody, Gadget, can you pull up a picture for us?
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure. Yeah, is it MegaCon?
Yep. Matt Smith, Billy Piper, Jenna Coleman, Donna Noble, Catherine Tate, Freema Agyeman.
Trying to see if I can get the
Arthur Darvill.
Can get it.
Jodie Whittaker, and
they only have the old picture up with Arthur Darvill, Jodie, Matt, Clara, Rose, and then Freema. They only have that up. They don't have the other new one up.
Who's Jodie's companion? God, I can't even think about it. I mean, you got to shout out. My brain's.
Let me see if I can get a better one.
13's companion, the cop. God, I know everything about the companion, but
I can't pronounce her name. No, I can't pronounce her name. They even had a click thingy that they have for her too.
Well, what do you say the name so that we might?
Hold on, let me see. Let me get. Why does that
companion? And I can't think of Mandip Gill. Thank you.
That's it. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Tom, for pulling that out there. So Mandip Gill. I mean, God, and God only cross our fingers that nobody's going to have a cancellation at that point. No, because they had 5 Doctor Who celebrities and guests, and all 5 of them at the last.
Yeah, I don't see the updated picture, so I'm trying to find it.
Nothing.
Wait, got it. Okay.
Catherine Tate and Alex.
It's a bad one, but I got it. Okay, let me see if I can download it to you.
Sure.
I've talked to Catherine Tate before. She is the nicest.
See if I can pull it up.
She is nice.
And Alex Kingston too. She is wonderful.
Oh, she's a. Don't get her started.
There we are.
She was nice to me.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to get you guys.
Oh, that is going to be at MegaCon, and I don't have enough rent. I gotta bail out my 401k for this one. There's no way in hell.
Who do we not have yet? We don't have. Who don't we have has held the TARDIS? That's the thing.
It would be Matt, Arthur, and Freema.
Those are the only ones.
Jodie's held it. Jodie's
Jodie kidnapped it.
No, Jodie. Well. Oh wait! Hi there. I've talked to all.
Oh, hello, stranger.
Hello, stranger. So yeah,
should I say hello, sweetie?
Very grateful for Patty for getting the Jodie one, but it's Alex. Oh, and Mandip, I haven't gotten a picture of yet.
Okay.
So yeah, so 4 of them, technically, 3 of them.
I was almost close to Matt at New York Comic Con, and it's just that I couldn't get downstairs. They had blocked everything off. It was that crazy.
The gadget.
Yes, Jodie has held it. Thank you, Patty.
Yeah.
And there are pictures on the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. She has her own page with Patty and the Traveling TARDIS together, and it was great. It was great to see that. Mm-hmm. So there you go, guys. Thank you so much. Noise Complaint, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate that. We'd love to see you again next time, and I want Jen to bring you guys all back out there. Before we go, does anybody else have anything to say before we end this night?
I want to get in touch with your friend that does Todoroki.
We'll let him know.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll pass the message along, we promise.
Because I would love to see you guys at Anime NYC and New York Comic Con.
Oh, we would love to. But we would absolutely love to. I think Jen may have applied once or twice, and it's hard
tough.
to get
It's tough. They are very
Yeah.
Yeah, they get booked up real fast.
Yeah.
Your schedule's not on your website.
So if anybody
Their
wants
schedule's not on their website.
Nope.
just let them know, and maybe we'll
hear that,
make it happen.
fans? We get them to New York. We need them on Broadway. We need them on Broadway. If anything, we need them New York Comic Con, Anime NYC, because they're good and everything.
Put our name in the hat.
You want them up there with you in Canada, Dave?
Jen,
I would love that. Absolutely. I've got some great theaters up here. I will hook you up.
Well, let me talk. Hang on. Jen, you and I need to talk so we can talk about going to all these conventions together. Got it? Okay, there we go. That was my talk for Jen.
Schedule on the website.
Exactly.
While I'm traveling, I can stop and
It
see
isn't.
you.
I thought it was me. I'm looking at their page. I thought it was maybe me. I thought it was my computer. It's missing.
Nope. There's no schedule there. We have no idea where you're going to be.
This is for Mark.
It might be if we use social media enough, we might find stuff, but there's no schedules.
Well, we need to definitely update. I don't think we've touched the website in a bit. But we'll get that updated and have our calendar for sure.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Nick, where can people find you before we go?
Come see me at Nick Smith Films on my YouTube channel. There are original films, independent films, trailers, old 90s music videos, you name it. Come say hi to me, please.
Gadget, where can people find you?
Almost everywhere. You turn up a penny and you'll find me. You'll turn whatever stone, anything. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Come, you see, I'm a talker. I will sit down and talk with all of you. Everything. It's like I love things that are interesting and combine a lot of things that people sometimes used to frown upon when I was growing up, that they never thought it would turn into something wonderful.
Oh, and Noise Complaint, great group, great performers. There you go.
Yep.
Definitely giving you a shout out. Guys, any last words before we let you go?
Well, thank you for having us on here and allowing us to dance with you live.
Yeah, we had fun. So again, really appreciate you guys having us on.
Appreciate you coming on, and we can't wait to have you again out here. Dave, wrap it up. Where can people find you?
So obviously here on Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, you can find me on my channel, youtube.com/TheRatHole DOTCA, as well. Just TheRatHole.ca is the website where all of our written reviews happen. We've got all sorts of fun stuff coming up after the Christmas season. We've got all sorts of fun stuff for the Christmas season going up there. You can find me in the spring, still winter here. I don't know what you guys call February, but I will be at MegaCon with Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. I will be at Pensacon with our fine friends over at Earth Station WHO.
Huzzah!
Yay!
I can't go. I had 60 degrees here today, so yeah.
I've got a few things going on there as well, so hopefully I'll see you guys down in your corner of the continent.
Mm-hmm.
And I am excited because February is always the coldest. February is usually when we hit the -40s. So yeah, I'm quite happy to come down to Florida for that.
I'm having Florida weather right now. I have 60 degrees today here in the Bronx. This is the craziest thing.
It's only -20 right now.
Dave, for you, July is winter. February's winter. July is winter.
Mm-hmm.
It can be, yes. Usually we get like the end of May long weekend basically until sometime in September. That's about when we have almost a guarantee of probably maybe not snow.
That you can see the ground, the pavement, and everything and stuff like that.
Sunshine.
Yep. We joked that the Calgary Expo, which is in April, is the last snow of the year, and the Edmonton Expo, which is in September, is the first snow of the year. Really, there's definitely snow after Calgary Expo, but
bonkers. There's people just trying to tap dance around here. Come on.
On ice.
They collapsed it down. They've done a bunch of renovations on the center in Calgary, but we used to have to take golf carts to for the celebrities to get to the photo ops and stuff. It's like we're bundling up, all these celebrities. We got Carrie Fisher in a blanket with the pup draped over to keep the snow from blowing in on a golf cart.
Wow. Can't you use the force like everybody else?
I miss her so much.
Gary. Yeah.
All right.
It was
Jen, noise complaint on ice.
You
got a lot of work to do here.
Skates.
I have to kidnap Jen and put her on the show for a while.
In golf carts on ice.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Jen has done tap and roller skates like the Gene Kelly scene. So if we tried to do it on ice skates, we might hurt ourselves, but it would be funny.
A lot of padding. A lot of padding.
Yeah.
Superhero padding
roller
suits.
derby people. You could be the roller derby halftime show.
Jen, how was the performance last night? Oh, it was great.
Missing a few fingers.
Right.
If you dress like Pac-Man, you'll be fine.
You trying to figure out how you did that, Christian?
Neil deGrasse Tyson with the artist.
How do you do that?
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Do that to Jen after a performance, just a freaker.
Well, I wouldn't want to joke about that too much because we have had broken toes before.
Oh, okay.
Your dance
This
does not surprise me.
I'll behave. Speaking of behaving, folks, just a reminder that this can be a stressful time of year, but we do want to wish everybody happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you're celebrating, Happy Hanukkah this year. Just a reminder, one more thing before we go. We understand that this can be a very stressful time of year, and sometimes you just need somebody to reach out, to talk to vent, to just let things out there. Please, if you have to, please go to a neighbor, go to a friend, go to a significant other, go to a relative, whoever you have to. But for some reason you are unable to find somebody, let me recommend these folks out here. In the USA and Canada, you can text and call our friends at 988. And in the UK, you can go to Samaritans.org or go to 116123. Again, that's for the US, and our Canadian friends, text or type in 24 hours a day, and this is a free service, 988 in your phone. Or for our friends in the UK, Samaritans.org or 116123. And if you're anywhere around the world, please find some help. Find someone who can talk to you, please, because you are worth it. You are worth fighting for. And we want you to continue to be here every week to become part of the legend. Happy holidays there, folks. And I want to end with Patrick's little statement right here. This is how we're going to end the show. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great night. Stay safe. And everybody, as we always say at the very end of the show, we're going to say goodnight, Rose. Everybody say it. Good night, Rose.
Night, Rose.
Good night, Rose.
Tony, you know what to do.